What is up, guys? 10vidman here, bringing another battle. Here is an OU game I had off my battling page, and I see right away, oh no, because there's a level 1 ARON on that team. Now, it's like a classic Fierceless who are unaware. They uses Endeavor, Sturdy, and Shell Bell combined with Sandstorm to decimate the opposition. Luckily, I have two very big counters to this thing, mainly being my Jellicent, which is immune to Endeavor in the first place, and of course my Haxorus, which has Molt Breaker, so it's going to destroy that Sturdy right away, so I can easily KO it without any issues. The rest of his team is pretty threatening. He's got some, he's also got a Sceptile randomly. This is an OU battle, mind you, but I wasn't sure what he particularly wanted to lead with. I realized I didn't have any Stealth Rocks on this team, which I didn't think about until I started to use it. So, but he's going to lead off with the T-Tar, lead off with Hydreigon, so let's see how it goes. And since I kind of predicted the Tyranitar to lead, I do lead with my Hydreigon, although this is not a standard Hydreigon by any stretch of the imagination. But he is going to lead with the T-Tar, and I'm probably expecting to maybe lead with Stealth Rocks or something, so I'm going to go for the Substitute because this is a sub-attacking, sub-leftovers Hydreigon, which is a pretty decent, you know, because Hydreigon forces a lot of switches. So Substitute is definitely a good move to have on it, so then you can hit it with, you know, your Stab Dragon Pulse and also Focus Blast and Fire Blast on it for coverage. So, you know, I really, since he went off for the Stone Edge automatically, I decided that, well, I don't want anything to really switch in on it, so I'm going to just smack this thing with a Focus Blast. Want to see how much it does. And I actually, you know, I max special attack, but, you know, I still KO it. And, you know, that proves to me it's not by the lead by any stretch of the imagination. It is most likely a completely offensive T-Tar. So that kind of caught me off guard. But because I rarely see those kinds of T-Tars in the lead position. So my Focus Blast is actually enough to kill it without any item powers. So, which is pretty interesting. But I go for the sub on Hydreigon here because I think I always thought that Endeavor, you know, Substitute blocked Endeavor. I guess I was wrong because it still hits me anyway. It breaks my sub. That's all it does, though, which is good. It was a good idea for me to scout and just wanted to see what he would, you know, kind of the obvious play, what he'd do. So he does go for the Endeavor, and I just get my Hydreigon back up to full health. So now I'm going to make a kind of obvious play. I'm going to switch it now into my my Ghost type, which is Jellicent, to, you know, stand the Endeavor because, you know, I'm immune to it. So out comes the ARON, and yeah. Well, the ARON's already out, but, you know, Jellicent's just here to troll, so only way you can troll of one ARON is if you troll a Ghost type of your own, as I always say. But he's going to, of course, withdraw that ARON, and he's going to go into his Gengar. And I go for the Taunt on the switch, expecting maybe Scizor to come out or something else, but this is most likely, you know, a sub-disabled Gengar, so I got to expect probably the Shadow Ball coming, because it's the obvious stab move. My Jellicent's more physically defensive, so it's not going to take a Shadow Ball particularly well at all. But, excuse me. But, switch up my Jellicent, and I'm going to go into my Jolteon, because I know I can live maybe one Shadow Ball, barring crits or anything, because Jolteon you know, it's frail, but it has a solid special defense, meaning you can take it maybe probably at least one hit, and I do take that hit decently well, and, you know, I am able to get at least one hit off on something, so he decides to stay into the Gengar. I'm going to smack that with a Specs Thunderbolt, and that Specs Thunderbolt is going to be able to take down that Gengar, which is huge. Gengar was a pretty big thorn in my side, so down it goes, and, you know, at this point, I don't really care if Jolteon goes down. It's going to die for Sandstorm next turn anyway. But I just decided to, you know, leave it in his Death Fodder just to get a safe switch later on. He gets, you know, he's going to obliterate me with a Bullet Punch, and down goes my Jolteon, which kind of sucks, so, but whatever. You know, I didn't realize how weak my team was to, you know, Scizor, so, you know, I'm bringing in my Jellicent here, which is probably the best counter I have to it. He's definitely an offensive Scizor because he's faster than my Jellicent. Goes for the Bug Bite, doesn't do too much, and I'm going to go for the Scald right away. I could have taunted, but I didn't want to just because he probably would have set up a Swords Dance anyway, and it would have been too late, and I'm like, ah. So I'm going to hit him with a Scald. I do get the burn first try, which is huge, huge, huge. Cripples the Scizor so badly. And, yeah, Jellicent's, you know, just floating about and being a troll. So which is pretty awesome. I mean, Jellicent's very underrated. I mean, it's OU, but a lot of people don't use it, but it's got that great typing, and, it's a very good Pokemon. But he's going to go for the Bullet Punch now, I believe that was, and I'm going to go for the Recover, restoring all that HP back, because I know neither of his moves are going to be doing particularly much to my Jellicent. I think this is a sub-Swords Dancing Scizor, which is very interesting. I don't usually see that, but it's definitely a good set. And, most Swords Dancing ones I've seen with Roost, or they also have superpowers as an additional coverage move. But he's going to keep pecking away, and I guess he realizes at this point that Scizor's kind of useless, so he's just going to peck away and leave it in his Death Fodder. I'm going to just KO it with a Scald, even though Burn would have KO'd it next turn. I could have done some more trolling and Recover, but I decided not to. So down goes the Scizor, huge threat out of the way, and, Jellicent just being like Pringles and stuff, so... But out comes the Sceptile, and I completely forgot about this thing because Sceptile poses a pretty large threat to, Jellicent and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to withdraw and go into my star, my Wobbuffet. And Wobbuffets aren't usually seen. I mean, it's kind of funny because, they used to be Uber in 4th Gen and beyond, before that. This generation, they've gotten the chance to shine both Wynaut and Wobbuffet in the, Wobbuffet's BL, even though it's only really allowed in OU. But, Wynaut does everything else in UU and below. So, unfortunately, he misses his Leaf Storm on the switch-in, which kind of sucks for him, but, whatever. And he goes for the Leaf Storm. Judging by the damage, it might be Specs. I'm not positive, but they added a lot to my Wobbuffet. So, I'm going to go for the obvious Mirror Coat, and, since thanks to my Shadow Tech ability, he can't switch. And down goes the Sceptile, which is amazing. Down it goes, and Wobbuffet is just, being a boss. So... I mean, Wobbuffet's just so dangerous because since you're locked in, you're stuck, and you're kind of forced to attack it. And now out comes the Starmie, and this is an interesting little tidbit here. I'm expecting him to try to finish me off, but he actually goes for the Rapid Spin, and that's normal gem boosted. So I'm like, what? Wait, what? Oh my God! But that was hysterical. I didn't understand. Oh Lord, but Arceus, but whatever. And he's going to keep expecting me to go for the Mirror Coat, so he again goes for Rapid Spin, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You've got to try to kill me off. But I have a feeling he's going to keep trying to do this until I guess I'm maybe at a range, and I think I'm at the range right now where I could dive for my Hydro Pump. But he again decides to go for the Rapid Spin, and you know what? I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm just going to Encore you. So... you're kind of stuck now, so it doesn't matter if I switch out. You can't switch out when I do because Shadow Tag's a monster. So this puts me in a huge advantage here because now I can start doing some work. I can either come in with Scrafty or Haxorus, and Scrafty's the more defensive approach. It's actually a bulk up set. But out comes the star, the Haxorus, the almighty Haxorus. And Haxorus is just going to lay a whole heck of hurt on the opposing team, which is amazing. He's, of course, he's stuck to using Rapid Spin, only does 20 points of damage, which doesn't matter at all. And, I'm going to take this opportunity to start setting up. And, after he continually Rapid Spins, because he's stuck, I guess he just doesn't feel a need to switch out. But I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance. And I believe this is, his last two are Starmie and Aron. So I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure they are, but since he's still, Encored, I feel pretty confident just going for another Dragon Dance because I'm not sure if Earthquake would KO from +1. I'm pretty sure it would, but I wanted to be safe, so he went for another Dragon Dance. And since he can't threaten me anyway, I have no problem going for it. But, yep. Now the Encore ends, so, I'm expecting an Ice Beam. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake. And +2 Earthquake, next attack. Yeah, goodbye, Starmie. There's no way you're living that. And I probably could have gone for Outrage regardless because, again, Aron's only at level 1, so who cares? So, but, yeah, his last Pokemon is the Aron. And even though it's at full health and its strategies are ever so dangerous, when to smack that thing of a Brick Break, smash that Aron. Mold Breaker is going to destroy the Sturdy, so it doesn't matter at all. Down it goes, guys. That will be the game. So, yeah. Pretty fun shenanigans between me using a Wobbuffet and him using a level 1 Aron. But Arons are definitely dangerous if you're unprepared for them because not many people run them. And I mean, I've been swept by them before because they're dangerous, you know, because if you're just, if you don't have that proper teammate, you're screwed, bottom line. Because, I don't, you know, people can say, oh, yeah. It doesn't matter, you know, you can't lose to one, but in reality you can. If you don't have the team for it, you're going to lose to it because it's dangerous. So, but luckily for me, I had, you know, Haxorus and Jellicent counter it, and they countered it extremely well. So, but guys, I'll shut up now. That'll be the game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and rate, comment, sub later, guys.